Welcome economics students to this first video lesson on the law of demand. This video series is basically a review of all the topics, theories, and concepts within the IBHL economics guide. So just going through this playlist, you will be able to review every single concept, every single theory, every single thing you need to do to review and prepare for the IB economics final exam. So in this video, we will be going over the law of demand. We'll be going over what the law of demand is, the definition of the law of demand. We'll be going into why the law of demand states that the price of a product and the quantity demand of the product is in an inverse relationship and has an inverse effect. We'll be going also into how to draw the law of demand graph, how to graph the demand curve, and the determinants behind the law of demand. So firstly, let's define what the law of demand is. So the law of demand could basically has two parts. The first part states as the price of a good rises, the quantity demanded for the good decreases. This is the first part. The second part states as the price of a good rises, the quantity as the price of a good decreases, the quantity demanded for the good increases. So these two parts are basically contributing to the law of demand. As the price of a good rises, the quantity demand for the good decreases. As the price of a good decreases, the quantity demand for a good increases. So right here, we could see clearly an inverse relationship between the price of a product and the quantity demanded of a product. Now, this could be further illustrated in our curve, in our table right here. Let's give an example for, let's say, a typical meal, okay? A typical meal. Let's just say a set of hamburgers and fries. If the price of a set of hamburger is $2, then because it is so cheap, the demand will be very high at 5 units. So 5 units of hamburgers and fries. However, if the price is increased, let's say by $1, by $2, let's say to $4, it is still relatively cheap. So the demand, however, decreases to 4 units because the price increases. Let's say, however, the firm or the restaurant in this case wants to make more money, so they increase the price of one set of their meals to, let's say, $6 this time. And because the price is higher by $2, the units or the quantity demanded decrease by a further 1 unit, now to 3 units. Let's say the firm wants to increase it to 8 and to $10. In each case, the price of the set of meal increases. Therefore, the demand for the set decreases. Let's say to 2 units and eventually to 1 unit. So from this graph, we could clearly illustrate how as the price in this case, a hamburger meal, or in the price of any product, as the price of the good increases or the price of the good rises, the demand for the good increases. Vice versa, as the price of a good decreases, let's say from $8 to $6, then the units also increase from $2 from 2 units to 3 units. Now, this relationship could be graphed in a curve or a demand graph. Now, us economists really loves graphs and really like to put things into graphs. So it is important when we talk about graphs, we need to talk about every single axis. We have to title this. Let's title this the demand curve for product A. For product A. So this is the demand curve for product A. This is our title for this graph. And the x-axis right here, we want to put the quantity demanded. Quantity demanded is the quantity demanded goes in the x-axis, while right here at the y-axis is the price level. So the level at which the restaurant charges consumers in order to buy the product. So in this case, we could see at a price level of 2, so at a price level of 2, the quantity demanded is 5 units. So right here, these two, this red line shows at the price level of 2, the quantity demand is 5 units. However, as the price increases, let's say to 4, okay? So as the price increases to 4, as the price is at 2, the quantity demanded is at 5. When the price raises to 4, the quantity demanded raises to 2. So right here. As the price further rises to 6, the demand for the product falls. The demand of the product falls to 3 units. As the price increases further to 8, the demand falls to 2. As the price falls to 10, as the price increases to 10, then the demand falls to 1 unit. So these dots right here, if we put a best fit line through them, we could see that this curve right here, this line that is highlighted in red right here, basically shows the demand for product A. So as the price increases, the demand for this good decreases. As the price decreases, the demand for this good increases. That of which illustrates the inverse relationship between the quantity demanded and the price, given. Now, why? Why does the price decrease? Why does the quantity demanded decrease as the price increase, and the quantity demanded increase as the price decrease? Now, that's a really valid question. There's basically 2 reasons: the income effect and the substitute effect. These 2 reasons causes the demand curve to have an inverse relationship. So firstly, what is the income effect? The income effect basically states as the price of a product decreases, the real income of consumers increase, and thus able to afford more quantities of goods. So let's say you want to buy this product. However, because you only have a certain amount of money, you are unable to buy more products. However, as the price decreases, the real income that you have increases. Therefore, you are able to afford goods at a higher price, or a greater quantity of goods. Therefore, the demand of the good will increase as the price decreases. Now, this is the first reason why the demand of a good and the price of a good has an inverse relationship. The second reason why the demand of a good and the price of a good has an inverse relationship is the substitute effect. What is the substitute effect? That basically states that as the price of a good increases, the competitors' goods appears more appealing, and consumers will go to a close substitute instead of demanding more. So a classic example is Coca-Cola and Pepsi, right? So Coca-Cola and Pepsi are obviously substitute goods. They're both sodas, and most people say they have similar tastes. So for example, if the price of Coke increases from $4 to $6, then consumers are incentivized to go to substitute goods, in this case Pepsi's, in order to, let's say, save money. Therefore, the demand for Coca-Cola decreases as the price increases from 4 to 6, because they are substitute goods. So therefore, that's why the demand curve has a slope downwards, because at higher prices, consumers have more substitute goods, and therefore the demand for the good decreases because of substitute goods and because of the income effect. Now, this basically is a brief summary and the main points illustrating the law of demand. And we have gone through the law of demand, we have gone through how to draw the law of demand, we have gone through why the law of demand slopes downwards, and the major determinants of the law of demand. I hope this video is helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and good luck studying.